Fallujah is 40 miles west of Baghdad and was the first major city to fall to Islamic State in a 2014 offensive that saw the group take over about a third of the country. Between 2,000 and 5,000 ISIS fighters were in the city. Now, it's back in the hands of the Iraqi military. The offensive took a little over a month. In neighboring Ramadi, the process was slower. Here are the factors that contributed to the retaking of Fallujah. Because of Fallujah's proximity to Baghdad, units assigned to protect the capital could participate in the fight. There were 6 Iraqi military units involved in Fallujah versus 4 in Ramadi. On Fallujah's northern axis, Shiite militias called Popular Mobilization Units were involved in the fighting. These units were helped by Iran. U.S.-led coalition airstrikes helped support Iraqi military forces and 6,000 federal police who were involved in encircling Fallujah from the southern and eastern axes. Iraq's counterterrorism services, an elite light infantry unit specializing in winning and holding territory, has become adept in taking over the city centers. But ISIS's limited lines of defense also contributed to the retaking of the city. Some of the terrorist group's leaders and their families lived in the city. ISIS had built up infrastructure, including courts, bomb-making factories, and jails. They didn't want to destroy Fallujah in defending it, so it wasn't as heavily fortified with booby traps. ISIS fighters tried pushing back Iraqi forces from several main points on the city's outskirts. But overwhelming force toppled all of this, and the speed of the offensive gave ISIS no time to fortify the city. Suicide attackers and explosive vehicles had been expended in the battles on the outskirts. In the end, ISIS's last major stand in the city was at the Fallujah General Teaching Hospital. Intercepted radio communications between the fighters and their commanders were frantic. The insurgents seemed to be in disarray. Iraq's military said it killed 1,800 fighters and arrested about 1,000 more. But many may have escaped or melted back into the local population.